everybody, my name's Erin Todd, and I'm just going to do a little demonstration here to show you how I throw together a super quick, no cook, so no heating involved, lunch on the fly. It's going to be clean, and I'm going to use my containers to make sure I'm using the right proportions of food. So, salads, you start with greens. So what I always do first is I pack one little green container full of whatever my salad greens are. Today I'm using arugula, but you can mix it up and use any kind of greens you like. And I'm a fan of a big salad, so one green is not going to be enough. I'm going to fill up the second one about halfway, and then I'm going to top the second half of that green with whatever my extra crunchy veggies are. The top half is usually going to be for me tomatoes or celery, carrots, radish, cucumber, whatever I've got on hand. Today what I have on hand is tomato, so I'm going to make sure I'm not using too much, and a couple of little grape tomatoes ended up rounding this out pretty good. 2 greens, 2 servings of veggies at lunch, not bad for a Thursday. So there you go, just fill them up. I dump it in my mixing bowl. Something that I've been really excited about on the 21-day fix is I've gotten away from traditional like pre-made dressings that you would get in the sauce or dressing aisle at a supermarket, just because I don't really know what's in there. I don't really know how to count them. So what I've been able to do since starting the 21-day fix is make my own salad dressings, and what that lets me do is get the exact flavor I want, and I make it on the fly, and it's super clean. And typically that's just going to be a teaspoon of olive oil, a teaspoon of mustard, and then a teaspoon of whatever vinegar goes with my salad flavorings. But lately I've been able to kind of just taper off of that, and I've discovered that when I'm eating really clean like this, I actually really like just clean flavors. So a lot of times for me, I'll just do a spritz of about a quarter of a lemon wedge as my dressing on top of my salad greens instead of a creamier dressing, and even skipping the olive oil on that. Of course you could use it, it's just 1 teaspoon. I get 2 teaspoons a day on my portion, so I guard them closely because they are precious to me. But you know what, lemon juice is a free food, and so is vinegar, and lemon juice and vinegar are 2 really good ingredients in a vinaigrette, so that's going to be plenty of moisture for my salad and lots of bright flavor between the lemon and the vinegar. So I just toss my little greens and tomatoes with my lemon juice and vinegar, and that's a salad. So big salads need protein. If you're working out hard on the 21-day fix extreme, you're going to be hungry and you're going to need to be fueling your body properly so that you can work out hard. And for me, that means big salad's going to have a big old red container on there. So I have chosen tuna today. That's just what I had on hand. A can of tuna packed in water, filled up to 1 red container. It was just one of those little small single cans of tuna. And to dress my tuna, I'm using, again, lemon juice because that's a free food, a spicy mustard because that's a free food, and then 1 of my teaspoons. I actually use a Veganese, which is a dairy-free kind of mayo substitute thing, and I checked the calories on that, and I wasn't really sure exactly what to treat it as, but in comparison to what else is on the 21-day fix, I decided to just call that a teaspoon. I'm using a teaspoon of it. It's certainly less calories than olive oil, which would be a teaspoon, so I figured that was a good substitute. I like that learning what portions go into the 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme eating plans has allowed me to kind of get some critical thinking skills. When something is not exactly on the plan, I can figure out how to track it and stay on point even when I'm not, perfectly in the box, so to speak. So that's helped me a lot. That's helped me turn this from a short-term change to a lifestyle change. I have been eating this way, using the containers and the portion control for a year and a half. I started in October 2014, so a little bit over a year and a half. And I cannot imagine eating any other way. It's totally changed the game for me in terms of knowing what portions I'm supposed to be eating and what is the proper proportion of one food group in relation to another. I thought I was doing pretty good before starting the containers because I was gluten-free and, you know, trying to eat clean and trying to eat low carb. But guess what? Too much fat and too much protein and too much everything, you know, doesn't matter if you're eating the right foods. If you're eating them in the wrong amount, you're not going to be moving closer towards your goals. You're going to be treading water. So I really had some huge gains from 21 Day Fix, actually I should say huge losses, because I got the portions under control. And, you know, even a big salad can be overdone, especially for ladies like me. You know, if you're eating the same size plate as your husband at dinner who weighs 80 pounds more than you, you're probably overeating. I don't know why it took little containers for me to figure that one out, but it did. It visually drove the message home, and I was able to see between what I'm eating and what my husband's eating, the same food on the plate, what the difference in the portions look like, and I could just see the side-by-side comparison to correct portion versus oversized portion was truly staggering, and that's something I will never be able to unsee, and I don't want to unsee it because it's taught me how to move forward with healthy eating and make that a lifestyle, and I'll be forever grateful to Autumn and her nutrition plan for that. So let me get back to my tuna here. So I dumped my one red container of the tuna, which was packed in water. So light there, no oil packing here. And then I'm gonna mix in my lemon juice, mustard, and a little of that Veganese or a homemade mayo if I was fancy and on top of my game, which I'm not today, but on other days. And so that's just gonna stir around in a bowl, give the tuna a little moisture, a little flavor, so it's not gonna look quite so drab. And then this is where you hit it with spices, because spices are also free foods on 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme Eating Plan. A couple of my favorite spices that I like to include in a tuna salad are going to be dill and shallots, and I have a dried spice blend on that on hand that I like to use, so I'll just hit that with a little teaspoon. Handy dandy spice cabinet right next to my stove for easy access. So this